it's me, Jenny Lane, coming to you with the evening moisturizer. Some of you might be watching me on YouTube, so first of all, thanks for watching. Thanks for showing up for your business and learning a thing. I did this live on Facebook to my YouTube viewers. All right, so for my Facebook viewers right now, as soon as you pop on this live, go ahead and drop a blue heart and join me. Alrighty, so this is going to be super, super quick because, to be honest, this is a very simple yet kind of fascinating product. You know that in every single product there is what is called Seneplex Complex. It is our patented anti-aging ingredient. And if you want to learn about what that is, go to my Seneplex Complex training on my YouTube video and you can read up with the science behind that. But basically it increases cellular renewal by 23.3%. Whoop whoop. And it's, hey Carrie, the evening moisturizer. So your basic skincare should at least consist of a cleanser, a hydrator, and a moisturizer. Okay? But as you know and start learning more about your skin needs a different thing at night than it needs during the day. Because the daytime, you're protecting yourself. You're on the defense from the environment, from the heat, from the sun and whatnot. In the evening, you're not up against the same type of elements. So you want a restorative moisturizer at night to really help kind of undo the stuff that may have gotten by during the day. All right? So there are actually 4 different evening moisturizers because we have 4 different skincare lines. The first one is dry. That's the one that I use. That's the one that I'm holding right here. Normal to dry, normal to oily, and oily to acne. Stand by for a second. I'm going to look at my shower. Whoops. So usually when it's, when I have my period, I use the oily to acne cleanser, but I don't use the evening moisturizer. So that bottle looks like this kind of tube because the oily to acne is going to have some salicylic acid and it's also going to have an ingredient in it to really help control the amount of oil that your skin is producing. Okay, so it looks different and it's a different formulation. If you back it down a notch to the normal to oily, that is also very restorative. All of these have a jojoba seed oil, which is, it's been used for centuries to calm and restore and heal. I can't technically use the word heal, so scratch that last one. Don't come after me, lawyers. But it can initiate the healing process. Is that better? I don't know. I don't really care. So, the normal to oily still gives you defense against overproducing sebum or your face oil, but it still really calms you. Normal to dry is a lot like the dry, but the only difference between the normal to dry, not the only difference, but one of the biggest differences between the normal to dry and the dry is that the dry is like extra. It literally has a protective like force field in it that actually monitors your skin cell humidity. I'm going to say that one more time because it's incredible. It actually has like a self-regulating mechanism in it that helps keep your humidity, the cells around it, all that environment, it keeps that environment between 65 and 75% humidity, which is like the perfect amount of humidity for super healthy skin. So it literally has that technology in it and it blows my mind every single time. So I use the dry because my pH is off because it's hereditary skin issues run in my family. And so I have cystic acne, but I'm very, very sensitive. So I actually use the dry moisturizer because I find that it does more undoing of the stuff that it experienced during the day, more or less. So the dry actually regulates your face humidity between 65 and 75%, whereas the normal to oily doesn't have quite so much of a like environmental force field, if you will. But it does have lots of protection while still, your face can breathe. It still has calming in it with that jojoba seed oil. But basically the job of every single evening moisturizer is to simply protect you while you sleep, but more so really sort of like massage out the stress of your day in your skin. And then it still has that anti-aging. So I hope that helps. Really short and sweet. Oh, let me go ahead and show you what it looks like, on that job. So I am almost out of my evening moisturizer, but you literally get an entire tub. It's crazy. And honestly, if you're trying to really conserve your product, that would be more than enough. But I like to use a little bit more because the evening moisturizer is one of the products that has the most anti-aging bang for its buck. So I like to use a lot because it does the most. All of these moisturizers also fight against, and they slow the aging process. Fight against aging. Isn't that so cool? I'm having trouble with words tonight, but as long as you get it, that's all I need to know. Can't have it all together. It's really hot. I think our air conditioning busted again, so it's like almost 80 degrees in this apartment, so I'm slowly losing my mind. But I'm an old pro at this, so I'll be fine. Anyway, and I always get my shoulders too. I find when I use the evening, this is just me personally, when I use the evening moisturizer on my shoulders, I don't get as much shoulder acne. So my skin is very much that type where it will break out and appear like oil and acne just because it's overly dry and doesn't know what to do with its life. So if you're still fighting acne after, diving headfirst into the normal to oily to acne line, you might want to play with the dry or normal to dry and see if maybe that could be the issue behind it. But either way, I've used every single evening moisturizer and all of them are amazing. Like none of them made me break out. None of them made me feel any type of way. I just think that the science behind the dry is what's most perfect for my skin right now, but they're all really fabulous. And don't forget that the evening moisturizer from the oily to acne line, because it has the salicylic acid in it, it has a little bit more of an expiration date we're going to want to pay attention to. Another reason I don't have one here, because anytime someone orders something from the oily to acne line, I direct ship it right from the company to their doorstep so they get the absolute freshest batch possible. And it's not just me sitting on it for a couple months while people shop. None of my stock really sits for a couple months because you all love it and I'm grateful. But we all love it. We all love it, and we're grateful. Anyway, okay, that is all I've got in the evening moisturizers. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I will do my best. Don't forget, there is so much science about the evening moisturizer in our beauty book. So super simple. And if you don't have it, SeneGence.com. The beauty book is right there, boom in your face. And you can actually search evening moisturizer at SeneGence.com and it will literally tell you every ingredient, what it does, what's going on. So that webpage is usually the notes for my product knowledge series. So I kind of just study the website and regurgitate that information. And distributors, don't forget that you also have the demo guide or the product knowledge guide in the back office that will also give us a deeper dive into this stuff. Okay, so I hope this helps a little. I hope you have such a happy Tuesday night and get some sleep so you can absolutely kill it tomorrow. All right, bye.